My husband and his friend pulled off the ultimate surprise. Here's how they did it. This is unbelievable romantic story of infidelity and forbidden love. Marissa always considered herself lucky. At 32, she had a loving husband, Tom, who had just been promoted at work, and a close-knit group of friends who made her life vibrant. But beneath the surface of that seemingly perfect life, a secret brewed, one that threatened to unravel everything she held dear. It all started when Marissa reconnected with her old college friend, Alex, at Tom's promotion party. The chemistry between them was undeniable. They laughed easily and shared memories that felt like echoes of another life. Tom noticed the spark too, but dismissed it as nostalgic warmth. After all, what harm could there be in rekindling an old friendship? As the weeks passed, Marissa found herself texting Alex more frequently. What began as a simple check-in soon spiraled into a flurry of late-night conversations filled with flirtation, emotional confessions, and reminiscing about their youthful dreams. Marissa felt alive again, but every moment spent with Alex was tinged with guilt. She loved Tom, but something about Alex awakened passions within her that had long been dormant. Tom, eager to celebrate his recent success, planned a surprise getaway for the three of them, a weekend retreat at a secluded cabin by the lake. He thought it would be a great opportunity for the three friends to bond and relax. Marissa was apprehensive about spending an entire weekend with Alex, but Tom's excitement was infectious, and she reluctantly agreed. The weekend arrived, and the cabin was idyllic, a cozy space adorned with rustic charm, surrounded by the serenity of nature. Tom set up activities, hiking, swimming, and cooking together. Marissa watched her husband beam with joy, and for a fleeting moment, she felt guilt twinge at her heart. But as the evening fell, the three of them gathered around a fire pit, sipping wine and sharing stories. The tension shifted. With the crackling flames as their backdrop, Alex leaned in closer, his breath warm against Marissa's ear as he whispered something that sent shivers down her spine. It was intoxicating, the way he looked at her as if she were the only person in the world. For the first time in years, Marissa felt a thrill, one that had started to feel like a distant memory. As Tom laughed heartily, oblivious to the charged atmosphere, Marissa's heart raced with forgiveness and betrayal all at once. Later that night, while Tom was preparing a snack, Marissa found herself alone with Alex on the porch, the moonlight casting shadows around them. It happened in a heartbeat. Their eyes locked, and suddenly Marissa was pulled into a kiss, passionate and forbidden. It was exhilarating yet terrifying. Her mind screamed for her to stop, but her body betrayed her, craving the thrill of the moment. Just then, Tom stepped out with a tray of snacks, catching them in the act. The look on his face shattered Marissa's world. Betrayal, confusion, and hurt danced in his eyes, and she could feel her heart breaking. "What's going on?" Tom asked, his voice trembling. Panicking, Marissa stepped back, desperate for an explanation, but words failed her. Alex, ever the hero, quickly tried to salvage the situation. "It was a mistake, Tom. I didn't mean for this to happen." That night became a storm of emotions. Marissa found herself torn between the love she had for her husband and the intoxicating connection she felt with Alex. Tom's anger morphed into heartbreak, and he left the cabin, seeking solace in the woods. As Marissa chased after him, she realized she was not only seeking to comfort Tom, but also to find clarity within herself. After hours of wandering, they sat on a fallen log beside the gentle lapping of the lake. The moon illuminated the surface, shimmering like shattered glass. Tom took her hand, his voice thick with unresolved emotions. "How could you do this to me?" Marissa felt the weight of his words. Tom had always been her rock, supporting her dreams and ambitions, while Alex represented a fleeting glimpse of a different path. She reflected on how she'd lost herself in her escape, allowing the thrill of something forbidden to overshadow the love she shared with Tom. With tears flowing freely, she whispered, "I'm so sorry, Tom. I don't know what I was thinking. I love you, and I never wanted to hurt you." Tom's expression softened, but the pain in his eyes lingered. "You have to choose, Marissa. Do you want me, Or, do you want him? The question hung heavily between them. Marissa knew she had to face the consequences of her actions. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her decision. I choose you, Tom. I want to work through this. I want us. But I need time to understand why I did this. As dawn broke, casting hues of pink and gold across the sky, Marissa and Tom walked back to the cabin, hand in hand. Their journey would be complicated, filled with healing and rediscovery, but the foundation of their love was still there, although stained. It was worth fighting for. Later that evening, Marissa confronted Alex, expressing her choice clearly. It was hard to say goodbye to the thrill of their connection, but she knew that true love required commitment and honesty. Alex respected her decision, his heart heavy but understanding the situation. In the weeks that followed, Marissa and Tom went through ups and downs, navigating the rough waters of trust and forgiveness. Together, they sought counseling, delving into the underlying issues in their relationship that had led her to seek excitement elsewhere. Slowly, they began to rebuild, discovering deeper layers of love and commitment they hadn't explored before. Marissa learned that surprises can come in many forms, from joyous celebrations to harrowing revelations. It was a lesson in acknowledging desires, facing difficult truths, and understanding that love, while complex, deserved unwavering honesty and loyalty. In the end, the ultimate surprise was not the romantic escapade she had initially sought, but the rekindling of a profound connection with the love of her life, reminding her that true happiness is often found by looking inward rather than seeking it in forbidden places.